Right now, we want to send things to Anna Meiler. She is live from that pileup on 128 with the latest details. Anna?
Good morning. It has just been a mess out here on Route 128 northbound by exit 40. We're in the area of Wakefield and Lynnfield. I want to give you a look. There are still fire trucks here on scene, ambulances on scene, and tow trucks are out here removing the final cars that were involved in this pileup, and taking a look now at the side of the highway at all of this debris that has been cluttering now the side of the highway from these intense crashes. We saw so much damage out here, serious damage to vehicles. We saw wheels hanging off. We saw broken glass, fronts of cars smashed in, the backs of cars smashed in. I saw one sedan completely crushed underneath an oil truck. I actually talked to a member of the Air Force who was in a car behind this pileup. He jumped out of his vehicle and ran to help people who were involved in this crash. He said he helped carry a man who had a minor knee injury and brought him to first responders. There are ambulances standing by in the parking lot right next to the highway. Massachusetts State Police saying these are minor injuries, but they don't know how many people are injured and don't have a count right now on how many people have been transported to the hospital. This initially came in as a 30-car pileup here on 128 northbound by exit 40, and 128 northbound from Woburn to Wakefield is totally closed right now, as of right now, and in total, there are 50 cars that have been involved in crashes in that stretch on 128 northbound from Woburn to Wakefield. As you can see, this is still an active scene. Crews are sanding the roads, finishing towing the cars, and hopefully trying to get this highway open as soon as possible. But right now we're hearing mostly minor injuries. We'll send it back to you guys for now.
Anna, we want to ask you a quick question. You've been out on the roads this morning as you made your way to that accident. Obviously, this is affecting all of the roads around this city. What did you find as far as traffic? There are people reporting that's taking them hours and hours to get to their destination. What were you seeing on the roads?
It did take us a while to get here. We were in North Reading this morning, and it took us a good amount of time to get over here. And obviously, the traffic has been backed up here and is being rerouted now onto 93, I believe, before this exit. But I myself had a terrible time with the roads this morning. I skidded right through a stop sign because I couldn't get my car to stop. The roads are icy and they're slick, and Massachusetts State Police are begging people to go slowly this morning.
Anna, obviously a huge response out there on 128. They're on the Wakefield-Lynnfield line right now. As far as the injuries, when you were talking to that Air Force, did he give you, Air Force member, did he give you any indication about some of the injuries that he saw out there? We aren't getting any reports of major injuries right now, but a bunch of minor injuries here.
So that gentleman with the Air Force told me that he just jumped into action to help people out here when he saw these 30 cars piled up on 128 North. He told me that he helped carry someone who had a knee injury. But he said that what he was hearing himself, of course this is unconfirmed, this is his first-hand account, was that he saw just about a handful of minor injuries. And he told me that he just thought it was absolutely miraculous to have that minor, that few number of people and just minor injuries when you look at the scene out here.
And as you look back behind you, Anna, from where this is shut down, is it a parking lot just as far as you can see right now?
I'm actually in a stretch right now where I can't see any cars because the highway has been totally shut down. So what is happening here behind me is that we have first responders, fire trucks, ambulances, a lot of tow trucks, and the state police and fire crews are out here sanding the roads. They're trying to get any spilled oil off, any icy layer off the roads, and any debris off the roads. So on the southbound side, it's slow because I think a lot of people are just bottlenecking, slowing down to see what has happened over here on the northbound side. But as far as where I'm standing on the northbound side, it's just completely shut down. There are no cars left remaining.
All right, Anna Meiler reporting to us from the scene there. Just a messy situation, a frustrating situation. Anna, thank you.